Hey everyone, it's Jay over at JWolf. Today I want to talk about everybody's favorite subject is money. Money, 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 money. Anyway, there's a lot of good things and some bad things about money. It all depends on the energy you have and what you're going through, that will determine how you're looking at things. I'll start with some of the, I guess, I don't want to say bad, but negative things about money. Basically, it can put fear in you and cause one to think that they don't have enough. Um, and depending on your situation, if you've lived like that for a long time and have never known anything different or experienced anything different, you'll be used to more of the same thing. And I'm on my journey, I've been guilty of that myself. I've been trying to deprogram myself from the past, which I'll get into in a moment. Um, some of the other bad things about money is it can cause debt. In my opinion, there's no such thing as a good debt. Debt is debt. And personally, it would be nice if we could all just live off the system, not under the system, under radar, you know? Um, Banks, I'm not a huge favor for. Yes, some of the good things about banks is they help create jobs in this society. And but in the end, uh, your money, you don't actually see it. It's all digital. It's all on paper. Um, some of the other negative things about money is you you sometimes people have feelings that they don't have enough of it. They can't have fun or enjoy their lives or enough to eat or feed their family. Believe me, we've experienced it all, and I've put in motion very hard to move away from that. The good things about money allows you to eat, have some fun, go places, um, travel, have outings, see friends, get around, treat yourself to things sometimes, and there's a lot of other good things. Uh, the one and most important thing I can say is whatever you believe in, if you're an atheist, if you're whatever, or you're religious, non-religious, don't believe anything. The universe exists, point blank. It's full of energy, which has been scientifically proven. I'm no expert, but the universe is full of energy, and there's enough to go around for everyone. We just have to change our belief system, and there's no right or wrong way to do this. I've been working at it for a while and continue to. Um, I grew up always hearing that my father and his partner were broke, and then they would go out and go on fancy trips, have fancy dinners, see fancy concerts, this and that, and even 15 years later, it's still the same. It hasn't changed. Due to privacy, I'm not going to name anybody for obvious things. Anyway, but that's how I grew up. So when you're 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and even into your young adulthood, hearing that you're always broke, and they had decent, really decent high salaries in the six-figure range. I'm not going to disclose any personal information, but they would always say, even now, that they always have money troubles, and but then I'd see them buying fancy things, hosting parties, again going on fancy trips, and I just couldn't figure it out. And all through my adolescence and adulthood up until the present, I always knew that there had to be something different. And that's what I don't want to be involved in. For me personally, um, I've always been somebody who's been responsible and careful with money, but I'd still enjoy myself. Always made sure I had good, healthy food to eat, and had a bit of fun. And never accumulated a lot of debt. Um, my wife and I are also very careful people. She recently just cleared out her financial situation not too long ago, and the only really thing is that we owe is less than $10,000 for our wedding, which was great. And because of my mother passing away and me having a burnout, we couldn't pay for it all at once like we had planned to, which we had enough money to. So we're taking care of it slowly but surely now, and we still have food on the table. We still go and do things. We still see people and have fun, and we're just taking care of any stupid things that we had. Um, so the best way I can think of it is to not live in fear about money. Believe me, that is some hard. That's a hard program to change, especially depending on your situation, whatever your age is. That is a hard thing to change, believe me. But slowly but surely, I've been breaking away from it. People think you're crazy. People think, how are you doing it? Just don't even listen. Don't get sucked in. If other people want to do it, that's fine. Everyone has a choice. What would happen, even us as of late, we'd have plans to go out for a burger or a movie, and because the people we were supposed to get together with spent $500 on a fancy dinner for one or two other couples, all on wine, maybe a week or 10 days prior to our outing, when it was come time to go out for a $15 burger or a $16 movie, they'd pretty much complain to us and almost blame us like we're the reason that they're in the situation that they're in, instead of changing their lifestyle. And that's the thing that we can't stand, because it just brings you down. And we know some people who work in the medical community. They're low end millionaires, and they have a couple of kids. All they did was complain about money. Money this, money that, and even if it didn't involve them, if somebody else was going on a trip, they'd complain at how much it costs. And I can only imagine what their poor kids went through. That's no wonder we don't see our friends as much as we do. But that's how they carry on. And now I know why I don't see these people very often, because I'm being protected. And I'm sure you guys have people like that in your lives, and you don't see them often. That's why. When I was away on our honeymoon in the Caribbean area, a valuable lesson we learned is with sand. You'd pick up a lump of sand in your hand and it falls out through your fingers, down your forearm, into the rest of the beach with millions of sand grains. And think of the beach as the universe. And just when all the sand grains have fallen out of your hand, there's more, an infinite amount. And that's hard too. I'm still having some difficulty with that. I admit it, I'm not perfect. Basically, how we're pushing our lives is to do what we want, build the lives that we want, to not feel restricted, at the same time not go blowing $100,000. Do you know what I mean? And it's a tough thing to do. On that level, I'm at about 80% purity, positivity, not afraid of money or not having enough. Then there's some days where I have a little setback and I'm at about 20%, where I'm having, I'm afraid, if a bill comes in the mail, you get afraid, you panic, you don't buy not expensive things, but instead of buying 4 steaks for the week, you might buy ground beef instead because you don't want to run out. And when that happens for me personally, I go and meditate for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever, and then I feel okay again. So, and that 80% of purity and life without fear, that used to be much lower. It used to be like in the 30s, 40s, like over a year ago. I was always afraid of money. And even now, sometimes I don't treat myself to things except for basics, which I've been slowly programming to stop. Slowly but surely, as I've changed my thinking and programming, I've started to see things differently. There are times where I don't, things get clouded, I'll admit it. I'm going through a bit of things now, where I keep having to meditate, and that part of that has been the shift into 2013. A lot of things going on, but I've been meditating. I just did a good meditation for about 20 minutes before I did this video, so my energy is good, it's pretty clean, and I wanted to share with you these things. Like you see in sports, people blowing millions of dollars. I just don't understand that. Then after 10 years, they're dead solid broke. For me, if I won $30 million or $50 million, I would give a lot to charity and help those less fortunate and take care of ourselves and just put good energy out there. I don't recommend gambling. It might seem like a easy, quick fix. Believe me, I've been tempted to go to the casino on a quarter in the hopes of winning $1,000, or all these pyramid scams. Where you put in $500 to work for this company, and nothing happens. That's how they get rich, off your $500. And I've never been into that. I've never been into gambling. The energy in casinos are horrible. It just feels like everybody's scrambling, hoping that they could get richer. And even as I'm saying this video, talking in this video, saying what I feel, there's a little bit of fear coming around, but I look to release that fear, and the best thing I can say to you is, for anyone who doesn't have spiritual experience with meditation, or the divine or whatever, just take a few deep breaths in and out, and just try and feel the warmth and positivity, and to just keep the mindset that whatever you have going on, stop and look at the facts. Have you ever run out? Have you never haven't been able to pay your bills or had food? Just look at that, and that helps to put a perspective on things. Take a look at the people around you. Take a look at what their lifestyles are. Are they complaining about money all the time, 10 times more than you? Are they, did one of them lose their job and they had to get rid of their house? Speaking of which I'll get into another video, we're renting our place. We didn't want to be tied down to a property or anything like that. We just wanted to be free, and sure enough, there have been things that have come up which our landlords have taken care of for us. We're renting a 2-floor condo, which is new, but when looked at by some of the things that have happened around here, but that's another story. The best thing I can tell you is to just keep positive, keep true to yourself, love yourself, and to try and deprogram this fear. A lot of it's media and society as well. Believe me, it's a hard thing to do, but if you can do that, and believe me, I'm working on it almost every day to keep that high level. In the long run, your vision will open up and things will be brighter, I assure you. But it's a starting point, and just let it all go. It's not worth it. It's hard to do, I know. But just release the fear. That's all I can tell you. And until your deprogramming has taken place fully or almost fully, just live within your means as best you can, and stay away from negative people that always complain about money, and just ignore them. Don't even bother trying to argue with them. It's just extra stress for nothing. And anyway, on that note, I gotta go. We'll talk about these things further, but that's a brief summary. Anyway, I wish you all a good weekend, and it's Saturday night. Time to partay.